No Man's Sky patch 5.04 has just released to public. The rollout may take a few days to hit every platform. Often Xbox and Switch come in a little late after PC and PlayStation, but it'll get there in the end. This patch is a culmination of 6 updates to Experimental over the last few weeks and addresses a few concerns worth hearing. Fixed an issue that could prevent installation of the Liquidator Minotaur limbs after completing the Liquidator Expedition on an existing save. While this sounds like there was an issue with actually installing them, the primary issue before, for me, was not even being able to redeem them on a primary save after earning them in the expedition. Both of these are no longer issues. You can now both redeem your earned Liquidator Minotaur parts and install them just fine on your Minotaur. Implemented custom colour choice for Liquidator Minotaurs. For some reason, the left arm primary colour appears to be linked to the secondary colour, limiting the overall colour combinations available, but you can customize it nicely. Improved freighter warping. Fixed an issue that prevented Longshore S-Wing and Longshore C-Wing ship parts from being extracted when dismantling haulers. Improved collision on floating islands. This does not so far either add collision to the dark green areas, which include the majority of the smaller floating islands and some of the large ones, nor does it make the collision over the rivers more immersive. Small rivers on the island which flow off into waterfalls can still be walked over by a few feet, leaving you with the appearance of walking on air. Improved discovery retention when at large numbers of discoveries. This is good. The save file is of course limited to what it can retain, but more is generally better for those who primarily explore. Ported new volumetric clouds and high definition water to Mac. Clarified messaging when ending an expedition. Fixed an issue with docking at spherical space stations. Fixed a bug where swimming sounds would not stop. Improved swimming audio. Added support for up to 8 mouse buttons. Implemented water optimizations. Fixed an issue which caused reflections to appear darker than they should. Fixed an issue with jetpack trails being visible in first person. Implemented optimizations to reflections. Improved the visuals of clouds during transition to a storm. Implemented a number of optimizations for cloud rendering. Reduced the VRAM requirements when running with VR. On top of these, there are several others on screen now that I felt would be less interesting to you guys. Feel free to pause and give them a look over if you are interested. Also, there are a few crash fixes for your perusal. Overall, a pretty solid patch. A few good ones with many minor fixes that will affect most or many players. No information yet on when Worlds Part 2 will drop, however, if you haven't heard yet, the mention of it coming this summer does appear to have been removed. I'd heard that it had been changed to later or soon, but I can't find mention of it at all on the release page any longer, so my expected date of the 4th or 11th of September may be a touch early, but we'll see. The Liquidator Expedition looks like it will finish around the 2nd of September. Speaking of, if you haven't yet finished it or are just looking for some tips on a few of the heftier milestones, I have 2 videos for you. A step-by-step guide and one that just focuses on the tricky milestones. Cheers.